Have you ever stopped and wondered how drastically your life could change if you used 5 years with true intention? We typically assume 5 years is either too long to plan for or too short to matter. But I'm here to show you it's perfect span for the genuine life transformation. Just think about how much happened over the past 5 years. Much of it without a strict plan. Now imagine harnessing the energy on purpose. Today we'll step into a vivid story of what your day might look like 5 years from now if you truly follow through on a plan. It's time to see how little daily choices compound into a future you once only thought impossible. Life feels random sometimes, right? But what if you could look ahead and see that every small effort made today adds up to a radically better tomorrow? In the next moments, let's fast forward half a decade and paint a life you may not believe is yours, but can be. If you commit to daily actions, let's reveal how that horizon is your greatest secret for a complete personal evolution. So many people shrug off 5-year visions, saying it's too distant to feel relevant or too short to accomplish big dreams. But consider, professional athletes transform their entire game in 5 years. Businesses grow from tiny startups to major contenders. Now imagine you can do the same in your life. 5 years is enough to learn a new language fluently, shift careers entirely, or pay off a significant debt. It's a sweet spot, near enough to keep motivation strong and far enough to allow for deep, lasting changes. If you only plan for the next month or next year, you might be missing out on remarkable changes that steady compounding effort can achieve. Take a breath and think back to 5 years ago. Maybe you were in a different job or a different city or entirely different mindset. Perhaps you had no idea you'd be where you are now. That alone proves how fluid life can be. If that happened more or less unintentionally, imagine what harnessing the same half a decade with clarity and deliberate action could yield. The potential is just exponential. The real power behind the 5-year window is how it merges ambition with what's possible to achieve. It's not a distant daydream like someday in 20 years. It's near enough that each day's action feels urgent. This commits you to a progress while letting you pivot if life changes, for example. I've seen people go from living on a friend's couch to running a thriving business in that span. So let's not belittle 5 years. It's your runway to truly change your life. That is, if you choose to do so. Picture yourself waking up in a calm bedroom you've curated over time. Maybe a small upgrade from your current place or a brand new city you've always dreamed of. You roll out of bed feeling energized because each night you're sleeping on purpose. You've honed your bedtime routines for years, bit by bit. You wake up and draft a clear plan for the day. Maybe hit the gym first or spend time with the family. How different it must feel from rushed morning hours when you just quickly grab something to eat and go to work just to question why you're even there. Next, you head into work. But work looks different now. Perhaps you pivoted fields pursuing that analytics bootcamp or a creative venture. Or you might still be in the same industry but with a leadership role you gained through structured skill building, stable networking, and consistent performance. Or maybe you might run your own side business that turned into the main business, shaped by small daily moves. The key is that this future job resonates with your core passions. It's no longer just a paycheck, but a fulfilling craft. Lunchtime, instead of devouring fast food, you maintain the healthy eating habit that you introduced 3 years earlier. Later in the day, you notice your personal finances are stable or even robust, thanks to saving, investing, and that you started in the year 1. Evening arrives and you find time for relationships or hobbies rather than drowning in stress. It's not a perfect life, challenges remain, but each daily improvement since the present moment had blossomed into a level of growth that you only can imagine. In that future scenario, you are more in control of your schedule, tackling side projects or spontaneously traveling for a weekend. The structured approach you adopted daily allowed you to handle unexpected twists with more calm. Over 5 years, your whole system matured. Now you can spontaneously say yes to a short trip without jeopardizing your work or finances, all because you build a consistent routine that supports such freedom. Does this resonate at least a little bit with you? Or maybe you would fine-tune a bit to fit what you value most. That's exactly the art of painting the authentic vision for your future life. Life that you want to aim for, that is worth fighting for every day. But remember, it's not only about the future. What matters is really right now, and whether what you are doing builds intentionally the direction that you want to pursue. Everything you do now, like reading 10 pages, walking 15 minutes, saving an extra $50, compounds over half a decade. Over 5 years, those tiny increments shape massive differences in skill level, health, or net worth. The trick is consistency and designing it having that future picture in mind. Showing up daily to refine your dream fosters an unshakable belief in your capabilities. By year 3 or 4, you are unstoppable because each success, however small, builds upon the last. You learn to trust your own process deeply. You start seeing the direction you're going to truly resonates with you. Imagine turning 5 years older and realizing you proactively guided yourself here, rather than just letting life happen at random. That sense of contentment, knowing you planted seeds and reaped tangible benefits, banishes regrets, replacing by calm pride. You're proud of what you've built and who you've become, and that's only possible if you take the action now. So, how do we make this imaginative future real? First, write your future day. In a short paragraph, describe in detail your ideal day, morning to night. The clearer the vision, the more motivation it sparks. Then identify 3 seeds to plant now. Pick 3 small habits or actions that you can start immediately, like a 20-minute skill practice or an extra saving chunk or micro workout routine. Something that is directly derived from that picture of the future. Then set 6-month milestones. Every half a year, check your progress. This ensures you adjust as life evolves while still targeting that 5-year dream. You never know what you will encounter along the way, and this helps you adjust if suddenly you realize that your future picture might evolve based on what is happening in your life. Then check in yearly. Annually, do a deeper review. What's changed? What's aligned? Modify your roadmap if your passions shift or new opportunities arise. Don't treat it like fixed in stone. Adjust it if you feel that other path or picture might be a little bit more relevant to you. No one can predict every curveball life throws, but a 5-year focus puts destiny more in your hands. If you can dream it and you're willing to chip away at it daily, your future self might thank you in ways you can't imagine. So start planting those seeds little by little and watch how 5 years transforms from an empty span into a foundation of an extraordinary life.